Hey guys, it's Lindsay, and in Unit 4, I've decided to talk about the need to belong. So let's begin. The first part of the needing to belong is just the benefits of belonging. So, for instance, the book talks about how as humans, we want to be social, so we want to have other people in our life. The reason for this is that a long time ago when people were working outside, they saw that it was easier when there was a whole bunch of people helping, whereas if it was just two people. For instance, if they were doing a project such as building a house, they would need a lot of people to help them out in order to get done quicker than if it was just them, it would take a very long time. So since the beginning of time, we've always wanted to have other people with us, whether it is to be companions or whether it is for help. For instance, one example I can use of the benefit of belonging in a group is with school. If you are alone studying for a test, it may be harder to study well for the project or on that test or to do well on the project. For instance, when I have a friend and we always stay together, and I find it that with my friends, it's easier to use them to help me study than if I do it on my own. So I always find that when you're with other people, there are benefits because the more people there, there's more minds. So then everyone can work together on a specific project and help each other out. The second part of the need to belong has to also do with of being shut out. Now, everyone deals with this at some time in their life, or at least I feel like everyone does. I know I have. There have been many times in my life where I've wanted to be a part of a group of people, but I always feel left out. Or even with my own friends, I feel left out. For instance, one time when I was younger, I was with my friends and we were all hanging out, and two of them were doing this group chat and I was not a part of the group chat, and I felt very left out because they kept laughing and talking about things that were going on in the group chat, but I wasn't a part of it, so I couldn't laugh or join in on the conversation, so I felt left out. I felt like a third wheel. And it was interesting because the book also talks about how we use this type of pain as punishment. For instance, prison. People are put in jail for long periods of time where they can't see loved ones or other people because of something they did wrong and they're being punished for it. Or even as a child, when we're put in timeout and we can't leave our room, this is a form of punishment because we can't socialize with other people. And so the pain of being shut out can be used as a punishment because as human beings, we want to socialize and we want to be with other people. The text also uses the concept of social network to explain the needing of belonging. So, for instance, there's many people who are introverted and they have a hard time talking to people face to face. So, because it's so hard for them to talk face to face, they lose the ability to socialize at times. And networking has made it where these type of people and even social people or people who are extroverted can socialize online. And this is through Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, basically any type of social media um, networking that lets you be able to text or message people all across the world. For instance, I have Snapchat, and I'm able to send photos of my of like pictures, I guess, of my school or outside or my face or things like that, just to spread it to my friends all the way back at home who are 5 hours away. So we get to communicate, and we can still be able to see face to face by using the social media network. So I still can socialize with them even though I'm not even near them. I'm 5 hours away from them. So this type of social network can help you is a benefit because it can help you feel like you belong in groups of people, which helps you feel close. But also can be a way of being shut out because when you're just on social media all day, you do kind of feel like you're alone because you may be talking to people on the other side of the web, but you don't really know who these people are. I mean, unless they're your friends and you're just texting them because you're not around them. But sometimes people make friends online and they don't really even know who these people are. They just know what they text about each other. So sometimes social network can be a good thing. It can be a benefit and help you feel belong, but then sometimes it can also make you still feel like you're shut out from the rest of the world. When discussing things like this, it's always important to compare it to the worldview that you have, and for me, it's Christianity. And what I feel like that the Christian worldview talks about when it talks about belonging is a lot of things. For instance, in the Bible, it clearly states that God made Eve for Adam. So it shows that as human beings, we want companionship, we want to socialize, we need more people. We need people in our life, whether it's to use their abilities to help us to finish or accomplish things, or just to be around them for good support. Um, but what I've found in scripture that I want to talk about in this topic is how it is important to put the right type of people in our lives. For instance, we need people with good character, people who can help push us to do the right thing. As Christians, we should find people who need help, who are struggling, so that we can spread the gospel. But in our social groups, we need people who will lead us on the right path. Because as 1 Corinthians 15:33 states, don't be misled by bad company, because bad company corrupts good character. So we need to be around people who won't corrupt our good character, but instead will help build on it and help us stay closer to Christ. I thought this was interesting, and I felt the need to talk about this week. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and also have a great rest of the week. Thank you. Bye.